Thank you for coming back to We the People News. Please subscribe, please leave your thumbs up, and please leave your comments. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for all the support that you give me on this channel, allowing me to do this. Thank you so much. Bitcoin, WhatsApp, cryptocurrency of any kind that you'll see in my comments with a picture of me and a variation of my name, please know that that garbage is not me. That is a scammer impersonating me. If you do not see the check mark beside my name, it is not me. Yesterday's video, if you did not see it, please go back and watch it. I will link it to the end of this video. There's a lot of good stuff on that video I don't want you to miss, and it would help me out a lot on YouTube. Thank you so much. Okay, finally, will Social Security actually get a raise? We're going to talk about that in just a few minutes. Y'all, all the woke clowns in America is at it again. Now Minnie Mouse has lost her dress. Yep. She now has to be wearing a Hillary Clinton pantsuit. Well, if Minnie Mouse has to wear a pantsuit, if she has to wear the pants in the house, I think it's about time for her to go outside and get a job, don't you? Apple has now got a new emoji. The emoji is a pregnant man. To satisfy the men that think they can have a baby, I guess, is very much impossible. That's not the way God built the human body. But yeah, Apple has introduced a pregnant man emoji. I don't know many people that would like a pregnant man emoji, except for little Pete Buttigieg, or however you say his name. The green M&M candy is now gender neutral. Now, how many of you have ever looked at a green M&M candy and said, man, she's just too hot? I've never looked at any candy like that. But yeah, they want to make her more gender neutral. First it was Mr. Potato Head. He lost his, manhood. And then Dr. Seuss books was deemed to be racist. When will this woke bullshit ever stop? I mean, what's next? Is it Betty Boop or maybe Tinkerbell? They're next. They're going to probably be wearing a pantsuit also. Y'all, it's more to this than just these brands going woke crazy. It's them taking away our memories of not our memories, but it's taking away what we remember about our childhood. It's taking away what we grew up with. When will it ever stop? The only way we can stop this is boycott their companies, quit buying their products, quit watching Disney movies, quit doing anything that supports them. And if stores sells their products, don't shop there, and let them know why. That's the only way we can stop this woke madness. Okay, Little Joe's Build Back Better bill is dead in its current form. Now that don't mean they can't resuscitate it and make it come back to life. But if they want to do that, they will have to reduce the cost of all the fat that's in it. And hopefully they will break it up and do some standalone bills. That way we'll know what these politicians actually stand for. The name Build Back Better is dead, and anything attached to that name in the future will also be dead. Nothing will pass with that name on it now. Why can't the Democrats get anything passed? It's because they're stuck on this Reconciliation Act thing. We need bipartisan votes to get anything passed, but Nasty Nancy don't want to include the Senate because she has a lot to hide in these bills, and she's scared that it will be uncovered. If you take away the Build Back Better bill, still the Democrats can't agree on anything in their own party. They act worse than a bunch of crybabies. All they're doing is blaming each other for everything and pointing their fingers back and forth. They need to grow up now. Y'all, thank you all so much for your support. Please sound off in the comments, and I would love to hear from you. Let me know how you feel about all this stuff that's happening right now. Will anything get done in February? Nothing got done in January. I do believe that the only thing that will actually get done and completed is the funding of the government. The deadline is February the 18th on that. Y'all, you know they always play this right up to the 11th hour before they get anything done on that. That's their style. They don't get in a hurry to do anything. But whether they'll actually fund the government or just kick it down the road further, we don't know. Let me know what you think they'll do. I think they'll kick it down the road further. Okay, here we go. A raise for Social Security. Will it actually finally happen? Y'all, there's a growing group of Democrat senators talking about a raise for Social Security. They are saying how much Social Security has helped the people for 82 years. And a raise is long overdue. Well, we know that. They didn't have to talk about that. Y'all, all that sounds really good. But all it is they want to sound like they are working on it for the American people. But truly, all it is talk. Until they actually sign it on the bottom line, it is just talk. Now, why are they talking but nothing is getting done? These senators are talking about this now because they know the midterms are coming up. And this will make them look good. It makes them look like they're fighting for you, so in hopes of getting your vote. Because let's face it, it's been this long. What's the chances of it? I hope it gets done, but so far all we see is talk. If the Democrats really wanted to get this done, they could put it in a Reconciliation Act and force it through. They could force it through and it would be done right away. If little Joe wanted to make good on his promises that he was going to give Social Security recipients $200 raise, he could tell the Democrats to draw up such a bill that will give Social Security recipients a $200 a month raise and put it on my desk this week. And he could tell them, if you don't put it on my desk this week for me to sign off on, in the future I will not sign off on anything you send me. If he did that, it would be done this week. But we know he won't do this because the acting president and the senators, congressmen, none of them really cares. Their bank book is padded real good. Okay, petitions. I'm seeing the talk about petitions again. Y'all, I've told y'all many times, and y'all remember. Everybody else been talking about how great these petitions are, how they're going to help the American people. Sign them and we'll get what we need. And I've always told you, petitions are only as good as the people they're sent to. These petitions does absolutely nothing. The Senior Citizen League, they have had a petition, then there was 2 other petitions floating around. And I told you, all they want to do is get your information. We would never see anything come from those petitions. Well, let me ask you, have you seen anything come from them? You don't even hear talk about them now. Eventually, all your information will be sold to other companies, because these companies that has these petitions, they are companies, and they're building email lists, they're building address lists, they're building name lists, and they sell them. They make big money off that information. Okay, one more thing before I end this video. Bernie Sanders, he is still fighting for Medicare reform, and he's still fighting to lower drug prices. Y'all, everybody can get a good shot off every now and then. But let me tell you something about Bernie Sanders. Even though he's fighting for this, and this is very good, and I back him 1,000% on this, he is still the biggest socialist in Washington, D.C. And after this gets done and he gains everybody's support and everybody's trust, if he runs for president, he's got a good shot of winning. And he will be the biggest socialist president we ever had. You think Joe Biden is crazy? No. Bernie Sanders will outdo him on that title. He is the biggest socialist, and you know a leopard does not change their spots. So, yeah, I back him on this, fighting for the elderly and senior citizens, for the Medicare and the drug costs. I back him on that, but that's as far as I back him. He is the biggest socialist in Washington. Y'all, please sound off in the comments below. Let me know how you feel about all of this stuff. Y'all, please say a prayer for our world. Say a prayer for our country. Say a prayer for our leaders. Even though they're not leading, prayer can and will turn that around in God's time. Say a prayer for everyone that's hurting through COVID, financial hardship, or any other affliction. And just know I do love you all. Thank you all so much for your support. Until tomorrow, ciao.